What's going on YouTube? Late night video. Not too many people gonna come in here. It's a boring topic. Looking at some older homes, trying to see what's out there. Not that I'm gonna buy any of them. I'm just obviously what I'm looking at now ain't gonna be on the market if I decide to get a house next year. But I'm trying to come up with this challenge. Me and Josh trying to get him a. Well, he ain't trying to get it. He trying to pay off the truck, man. A little 2028 truck. Not my bad. 2025. He want to pay off the 2025 truck, and it's gonna take him to 2028 if they don't pull the plug on him. I figure, man, maybe I should try to go for a house. We just race each other again. We did this before in the past, me and Josh. I'll give y'all a quick rundown, man. It was 2020. I had the flat top. He had black pearl, and I had just came from a fresh rebuild with the older truck, and he had just got the brand new truck, and we didn't. There wasn't no goal, so we wasn't actually competing. Because he didn't have a goal and I didn't have a goal. We were just basically running. But I can tell you how it went. 2020, the end of well, we say 2021, the beginning of 2021. He was OTR. I went to the oil field, and then a year went by. 2022 hit. He lost the truck, and I bought like about freaking two trucks, a trailer, and started my authority. So that only took a year, and that right there, I spent 2022. I think I spent about $100,000 between both trucks, the engine rebuilt, put a new transmission in, and starting up the authority with plates and all that. It's about 100 grand. And he just ended up starting his career all over again, which is usually what happened with the leases. So, I'm gonna look on Zillow and see what's out there. Let me bring up this full screen for all y'all gonna be watching on the replay. So I'm just looking for a little starter house, not a main house, just a little starter house, something that can be I can probably get on FHA or conventional loan, maybe live in it for a year, then rent it out, something like that. It's a couple of places I look in, so I'm gonna start in Cleveland, Ohio first. Price range $100,000 or less, because that's how much his truck. That's how much he owed on his truck, 100,000. So, like I said, the first house is just something to quickly pay off. Just run 2026, run 2027, up to 2028. You know, we'll see who'll win, man. We'll see who gonna win, but I don't know how many houses I'm gonna try to get. I was talking to Lewis a couple of hours ago about this subject. He had bought a couple of properties too, and I was telling him, man, I'm probably gonna go towards the real estate business and just start buying houses before I finally finish up by just throwing all the money in the stock market. But the thing about the stock market is, when you buy stocks in the stock market, people can't see what you bought. Like it's how can I explain? In the trucking industry, they can see you buying trucks, trailers, cars, but when you go on some like when you go on like a brokerage app and let's say for example you purchase NVIDIA, they don't see that purchase. You know what I mean? Like if you went on there and bought 100 shares of NVIDIA at $200, even though you didn't spend, whatever that equals $10,000 plus, they don't see that. And years could go by and they'll think you never got ahead, but meanwhile, you done bought damn near 10,000 shares of some stock. But anyways, I ain't gonna bore y'all with all that, man. Let's get on here. Let's look in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's see what's going on down there in the 100K price range. So we got 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,300 square feet. I've never been to Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know anything about Cleveland, Ohio. But I got a couple of areas throughout the United States that I look into with just basic homes, man. Just like I said, basic homes, starter homes, something I can raise jobs, pay it off, throw a tenant in there, something like that, or just make it my main house. You never know. But I just want to at least have one house. This actually is pretty nice, to be honest. It's pretty nice. It's got a basement. These houses with these basements like this, I'm not familiar with this here in Tennessee. We don't have homes like this with basements like that. But looking at the inside of it, which I don't think the photos are real. These photos are real right here. If that's carpet, I pull that carpet up, put some hardwood floors down, maybe paint this back white again. Fireplace. I don't know what to do with that. Probably disable it so the house don't catch on fire. Tenant try to light that thing on fire or something, but it looks like it's probably hollowed out anyway. Look pretty nice. I mean, look like you can move in there right now. I don't see any major issues. It's these photos right here. I don't know if this. Oh no, it's the same house because I see right here back through that door back there. It's the same house. It's been remodeled. That's probably where it is. Yeah, they done remodeled this house. Probably was a 30, $40,000 house, and they remodeled it. Probably a fix and flip, but still though, got it upstairs. Uh, looks like it's worth 100K. Check these comments out. KOD in the building. User KQ, first one here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Just looking at some used houses, nothing special. Built in 1928, long time ago. Yeah, I bet they did rehab this. Let's see how much they got it for before they rehabbed. They bought it. No, that's not it. That's property tax. Let's look right in here. They bought it for 65,000. They rehabbed it. They rehabbed it and they had it listed for 109 before bringing the price down to 99. Or yeah, that's what happened. Somebody bought it for 72,000 in 2021. He lived in it for about 4 years before sold it for 65,000. They bought it, rehabbed it, and got it for 109. So whatever the case may be, let's go to the next house. Like I said, this is Cleveland, Ohio. I never been up there, but these houses, these $100,000 or less homes, they all over the United States, man. No reason a truck driver can't qualify for a house. In my opinion, everybody can qualify. It's just paperwork. That's all. It's really what it come down to. Especially if you 1099, it's just paperwork, man. You don't have to go W-2. You don't have to change anything you're doing. You don't have to stop leasing. You don't have to stop working for the Russians and go hang out with Mr. Charlie. You ain't gotta do none of that crap. You ain't gotta do none of that. You just need some cash. Shoot, man, they got a crack in the wall right here. They're like foundation issues. I don't like that. This looks like a bad rehab. Yeah, no, this look like it may have structural problems. You got to get a home inspector or something coming in and look at that. Let's continue. See 70,000. Of course, if I take over the challenge, me and Josh, these guys, they didn't graduate from high school. So, of course, they'll be talking about how it's an old raggedy house. And when they 70 years old, they'll be trying to go get some brand new $1 million home and they're living it for 30 days and get kicked out. Some nonsense like that. Where's the pictures? Ain't no pictures of this? Ain't got no photos. But yeah, I think it'll be a great challenge. I don't necessarily have a price range in mind. I'm thinking my max may be 150. Um, I'm qualified up to about 250,000, but I'm not looking to spend 250 because I'm a truck driver and trucking. This industry is uh man, shoot, how can I explain this industry right here, man? You get a house $250,000, man. I don't know if we got 10, 20 years for you to try to pay that thing off. But $100,000 less, I feel like if trucking, they pull the plug in trucking, I feel like I ain't gonna get a regular job and continue paying it off. You know what I mean? Let me look at a mortgage calculator right quick. Let's put in 120,000. Let's do FHA. Let's just say 4% down. It's 4,800 down. 30-year mortgage. Interest rate. Let's just keep it where it's at. Zip code, whatever. Let's take a truck driver credit score. Say y'all got about 680. Rest of that stuff, leave it right there. No HOA. Let's update. So $857 a month on $120,000 house. See, if I lost my CDL and I had to go and get a job at Walmart or Target or the mall, eh, I feel like I can still make $857 a month payment. So that's one reason I don't go above. That's one reason I don't do things like get like $250,000 house for example. I'm gonna run the numbers so y'all can see 4%. Okay, let's recalculate. Let's go to update. 1,700 a month. Man, you lose that CDL, 1,700 a month, man. You gonna be running Uber on the side, cutting grass on the side, while trying to work, McDonald's and Target and all this other stuff. Man, come on, man. It's gonna be 2,000 once you add water, lights, and gas. Nah, outside this trucking thing, man, I don't know no jobs gonna pay me 2,000 a month. I, at least I don't. I don't have no skills right now. Now I'm working on some skills to where I can make that type of money outside of trucking. But uh, is that big war? Just okay, that's a notification. I thought he was live. Yeah, I don't got no skills right now. But let's just stick to let's go to $100,000. Like I said, FHA is 3.5%, but I put 4%. Just because I know a lot of truck drivers trying to get off the road, so I just use the same numbers for everybody, man. Something everybody can qualify for. $100,000 down payment, 4,000 down, 4% interest rates. It is what it is. Let's update. Boom. On 100K, 725 a month. Okay, let's move over to Grok and let's run some theory. Okay, let's say how would a what are y'all 1099 truck driver qualify for? I'm showing y'all how to use AI. How would a 1099 truck driver qualify for a $100,000 house? What type of income do y'all got? Let me think. Show me what type of loan can a truck driver at the Russians qualify for? Show me FHA. Trying to think of self-employment loans. Bank statement. Show me FHA. Let's do a bank statement. I think bank statement would probably be the easiest. Cause I know a lot of y'all don't pay no taxes, don't file no taxes. So I'm gonna say FHA and bank statement loan for 10 there. Okay, there we go. Let's type that in. Let's see what why that's doing that right there. Getting you out some matches. Let's go back over here to here. Let's check it out. Let me read some comments. I saw $45,000 to $70,000 at brief glance for a few of these properties, but are they turnkey or do they need a little work? I wouldn't be able to answer that. I, I mean, it's just like a semi truck. You just gotta go and look at them. Um, yeah, you just have to go look at. I wouldn't say they. I wouldn't say some of them are turnkey just because the actual area itself, like for example, Detroit, Michigan, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Alabama, majority of the homes, Mississippi too. That's another one, Mississippi. Majority of the homes are under $150,000 anyway. So you know they all older homes, not really new construction. So it's really just the going rate of these houses in the whole area. Like, let me show you. If I remove the boundaries, okay, all these red dots, that's how many houses is under $100,000. That's almost the whole area. Look at that. That's the whole. That's a lot of homes. So I mean, with so many homes to choose from, you just pick the houses. Lead the least amount of work, you know. But as a truck driver, I wouldn't care if the house need like maybe a paint job, some new cabinets, maybe need a floor. See, all that we can pay for. We truck drivers. I mean, at minimum, we make what $2,000 a week, 10,000 a month. At 10,000, you can rehab whatever you need to rehab. But I also think if you get an FHA loan, I believe in order for them to even cut the loan, it's got to pass inspection anyway. So yeah, it's going. Some of them gonna be turnkey now. Let's look at this 100K right here. Okay, this is $100,000. I don't like the square footage. I prefer, to be honest, I prefer a brick house, but I understand. I guess brick is not the way people are going right now. But see, like this house right here, if these are the actual photos, which it probably is, I don't see nothing wrong with this other than it just being a small area. I mean, I don't think they got fake photos on Zillow, but you can tell look like whoever lived in here, they took good care of it. Yeah, they took good care of it. See this picture right here. You about to. This look like the garage in the back. Let me go down a little bit. Yeah, that's a detached garage in the back. But I was gonna say, I would just paint this. Well, really, I would knock it down if it were me, because it looked like it's too small. Ballard can get a car in there, but either knock it down, put something else back there, or if you got a use for it, uh, maybe store some tools or something in there. It all depends. But I don't like how small it is as far as that garage door. Maybe it look bigger in person, but the actual house itself, uh, built in 1915, long time ago. So it'd be rehab though. I mean, looking at the house, it's all brand new drywall, look like new windows. It's got a new floor, so somebody rehabbed the house anyway. By being 1912, 1915, whatever year said it was built, the house is probably like 30,000, 20,000. Somebody bought it, rehabbed it. It just a fix and flip. See, it's got all brand new windows. Yeah, this is a fix and flip. Somebody already done the work for you. But yeah, let's go to Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, that's what John. Hey, hey, perfect right here. This right here is the person John's worked for. He bought this house last year. TSC Logistics. They bought this house $75,000. 3 beds, 1 bath. And they ain't got no photos, but this house is built in 1912. Now ask yourself, now, let me move this comment. Now, you can go lease a truck for somebody and they stand in this house right here. This house costs $75,000. See, I think y'all think I'm lying. Let me show y'all where I got this address from. I'm gonna show you right here. Look, that's who John's worked for right here. According to him, unless he lying, you never know with him. TSC Logistics. See this motor carrier? They got 5 trucks, 6 drivers. Here go the address right here. You see this address? 745 Arlington Ave. You see that? That's the address. All right, we're gonna come right back to Zillow. Boom. 745 Arlington Ave. All right. That's who Josh worked for. $75,000 house. He probably the one paying the house off. Cause they ain't doing no work, but and they bought this house last year. Said sold. They sold it. I mean, yeah, they bought it a year ago. So I mean, this dude right here got 5 trucks, 30 and everything. So I mean, if the Russians can live in a little $75,000 house, I don't see why a truck driver. We need to have something. Let's look into Cincinnati area. Where's Cincinnati? Okay, here we are right here. We right here. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, we got a lot of options. Oh, let's see what I can find. Let's see. What is this for 39,000? Look like a rehab. What is this? Mobile home or something? Where's the outside? Might be going too fast. This might be a mobile home or something. Yeah, it's a mobile home. That's what I figured. No, not interested in no mobile homes. Okay, we got one. That's two little square foot. Hey, they houses built different over there in Cincinnati. I ain't never been in Cincinnati either. I don't like the way their houses look. Yeah, I don't like that. Let me show me the property type. Oh, okay, that's probably what it is. Let me select houses only. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Cincinnati must be a ran down area. Good God Almighty. What's going on in Cincinnati, man? Who live in Cincinnati? What's going on in Cincinnati up there, man? Why all the houses look ran down for? They look better up there in Cleveland. Man, that roof gonna be a nightmare for insurance, man. Insurance don't want to see no roof shaped like that, man. It cost you all kinds of money to put a new roof, man. Let's go. Let's come on. What's in this place? Detroit, Michigan. What's going on in Detroit, man? All right, let's see what's going on in Detroit, man. Let's see the first house popping up. How bad is it? Basic home, 78,000. Let me check some comments right quick. That's smart. I just bought a brand new crib on the lake. Struggling because my last gig let me go over some BS tickets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's tracking things so up and down, man. I know not to spend no $200,000 on no house. If we had better job security and uh, maybe we control the rates, as far as drive-in reefer and all that go, then I push for 200, $300,000 house. But the condition the industry is in right now, no, no, that ain't no good idea. Not for me. I don't know. Maybe for everybody else. Maybe y'all hauling chemicals or fuel or something else, and Mr. Charles taking good care of y'all. That just unfortunate for little old Andrew. Andrew, the way trucking has been for me, I had to get everything on my own. I had to get everything being an owner operator, man. I got my car being an owner operator. I got all my trucks being an owner operator. My trailer, my authority, and then I gotta get a house being an owner operator. I ain't been able to get nothing being on W-2, unfortunately. So okay, this is a house somebody living in. It ain't been renovated or nothing. $78,000. Come in here, put we already got some good floors. Obviously, I paint the walls nice white. Take that orange look away. Rehab the bathroom for sure. I don't like all this green, man. I probably rehab the whole bathroom. Probably put a new window in. Mm, Probably just tile the floor, tile the tub, put in a shower or something. Just I probably rehab the whole restroom area. The rest of the house though, I just paint the walls. Mm, I have to check the cabinets. Nah, them cabinets probably need to be pulled. Paint the walls, probably put a new door on. Basement look alright. Just check the foundation with cracks and stuff. Not too much money involved. The house is 78.5. I just negotiate, the price down, from like 72,000. Take the difference and rehab that restroom area. Not too bad, man. Not too bad for Detroit, Michigan. Let's see, 75,000. Somebody living up in here. It's a smaller house though. It's 1,300 square feet though. Ain't too bad. I don't like that front porch the way that's looking though, but we can fix that. They ain't got no photos. No photos. See, this is 85,000. Let's take a look. Look like that one been destroyed. Let's see. $89,000. Okay, let's look at this. 89,000, Highland Park, Michigan. 1,500 square feet. Available today. Look like a fresh rehab. Yeah, it's a fresh rehab right here. Not too bad. Not too bad. See some areas that could be improved, but for the most part, if it can pass inspection, oh, see, they rehab the restroom. See how they did this? That's how I know it's a fresh rehab right here. Shoot. They put in new floors, a new tub, new toilet, new sink. Oh, I think this green right here. I think that's what it already was. But it looked like they put in new drywall above that. That's what it looked like. Another fix and flip. Yeah, they tore out the whole entire bathroom, well, the whole entire tub area. They tore that out and put a new one in. Not too bad, man. 89,000, 1,500 square feet. Can definitely rent it out. Basement looking decent shape. Is that the backyard? Look like the backyard right there. That don't look too bad, man. I'm gonna run the numbers on the calculator and see what I come up with. Yeah, that's the backyard. Man, you make a slide a freaking 18 wheeler back there. I know me, I tried. I slide a whole 18 wheeler back there. Hey, it don't look too bad, man. Let me run the numbers, man. What y'all think? Get in the comment section. What y'all think? Let's run the numbers. 89, 89,000. Was that the price? 89,900. So we'll just say 90,000. 90,000 FHA. We'll just say 4%, 30 year. Boom, boom. Okay. Put everything in. $659 a month. I'm gonna run that through Grok so we can get all the numbers. Somebody said that's clean for the price point and rentable. Man, I'm seeing all kinds of rehab houses in Memphis and North Mississippi. We need a union like the electricians drew. Man, I'll be honest, man. I thought about just going to join the electrical union, man. Shoot, man. Forget the trucking union. I need a skill outside of trucking. I already been talking to the to the union up here. Let me see what the union talking about real quick while I'm over here. I share this tab right here. It says, "Thank you for your interest in the apprenticeship program. We are currently taking applications for May 2026 classes. The deadline to submit your application, January 29th, 2026. You need to have 18 years old, high school diploma, one credit of Algebra 1, valid driver license. The apprenticeship is a 4-year program where individuals go to school for 2 nights a week and work in a full-time position as an electrical apprentice while receiving wages. First year apprentice wages start at 21.67 per hour and advancements. Let me see the cost for the apprenticeship. Basically free. You just got to buy the books. Upon graduation, you'll be a certified journeyman. Okay, so yep, that's literally right around the corner from where I'm at right now. Just something I could do. Just something I could do. Always looking for ways up out of trucking, man. Like I said, I need other skills, but while I'm in trucking, I use trucking to go get some of these houses. But the thing is, we can't drive a truck forever, so you need a skill outside this trucking. Otherwise, if you don't have a skill outside this trucking, you're gonna be stuck in the truck. And if you ain't got no local job, you're gonna be stuck in the truck, OTR, miserable, and if you ain't got no house, you're gonna be homeless. You're gonna be homeless, man. Shoot, man. You're gonna be 70 years old in that truck, man, playing around. But let me jump back over to that mortgage calculator right quick. 695. Okay, let's go to Grok. We got an answer over on Grok. How to qualify for a house. 100K house as a 1099 truck driver. Let's see what it's talking about. Let's run it through the numbers. FHA loans for 1099 truck drivers are popular for self-employed borrowers like truckers due to low down payment and flexible underwriting for variable incomes. Okay, we know that. Y'all need a minimum of 580. This is the problem that most truck drivers will have. This income documentation. It says use federal tax returns form 1040 plus Schedule C for the last 2 years. Majority of truck drivers I talk to that's 1099, guys, they don't even file taxes. I don't even think I came across any truck driver that actually filed their taxes in the last 7 years. This 1099 at the Russians. I don't, none of them. I don't. I'm talking about just file taxes. I ain't talking about wrote everything up. I'm talking about just submitted some paperwork. I don't even know anybody. At least none of the ones that was around me. Um. So that FHA really ain't even gonna. Is, let's just skip that. Bank statement loan for 1099. Okay, 12 to 24 months of personal/business bank statements. Income 50 to 100% of average monthly deposits. I think truck drivers is better off trying to go for the bank statement loan. So let's run a scenario. It says the income proof. You need 12 to 24 months bank statement deposits. All truck drivers already got that. Whatever company you work at with the Russians, they already been paying you as long as they've been paying you through a bank and not through, Cash App and Zelle and all this other crap, man. As long as your carrier been paying you through a real bank, then you got your bank statements. You got the last 12 months, 24 months. I mean, you had a job the last 24 months. You got bank statements. Okay, so you already got the income part. So what's the next requirement? Let's see, down payment. Now, as far as how you gonna get down payment, that's how you gotta drive a truck and get the money. I can't help you with that. Credit score 620 to 660, or six. What does it say? 620 plus. Rates will be a little bit higher because it's bank statement loan, but you ain't getting too much of a house. Okay, let's say what if a truck driver wanted to do a bank statement loan for a, let's say, $90,000 house. Okay, boom. Let's see what it say. Break it down to us. You put 10% down. That's $9,000 down. Okay. And we talking about this house. Let me show you the house. Where's the house at? This is the house right here. So if a truck driver wanted to get this right now, it's $90,000. Okay. Let's see. You put 10% down, which is $9,000. You're gonna have a little bit higher interest rate, obviously, but the purchase price is low. It'd be different. I wouldn't go for no 7, 8% if I was trying to buy no $250,000 house. That ain't what. Nah, you ain't trying to buy no $250,000 house, fool. You just trying to buy a house, okay? 30-year fixed mortgage. No, me trying to go past 30 years. They talking about some 40 years. I don't know when that became an option, but you got your principal plus interest, taxes and everything included. Total payments 760 to 830 a month. Cheaper than most two-bedroom apartments, which is what most truck drivers need to know. Hey, you damn right, it's cheaper, man. These fools, when they get out of trucking, they're gonna be paying Mr. Charlie $2,000 a month rent for apartment. They don't even know it. So 830 a month, 30 years, 30 years. Okay. Um, this is breaking down how the lender use your income as far as taking your bank statements and seeing how much y'all qualify for. Which all of y'all qualify for. 100K house, all of y'all qualify for. But let's just see what it say. Um, okay, if the monthly deposit is 5,800 a month, so you guys make $2,000 a week, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's $8,000. It's giving you 5,800. So what's that, 1,500? Is that 1,500 a week you need to be making? Let me calculate that. 1,500 times four, about 6,000. So about $1,450 a week. Okay, that'll give you that 5,800. Expense ratio use 100%. Qualifying income $69,000. You'll qualify for everybody qualifies as a truck driver. I think to be honest, I think this could be $4,000 and you'll still qualify. If you just make $1,000 a week, I think you'll still qualify. But with $69,000 qualified income, you should be able to get a house up to about 180,000, maybe 220. But 90,000, too easy. It's too easy. And of course, it gets some lenders and stuff like that. But let's break down that 30-year mortgage. Break down the 30-year mortgage. And this is what truck drivers mess up. I just spelled that all wrong, but it's all good. Break down 30-year mortgage. I hear most truck drivers, hey, Andrew, man, we ain't trying to pay no 30-year mortgage and be sucked in it for life. Guys, you gotta stay away from the dumb truck drivers, okay? I'm telling you, you gotta get far away from them. You gotta get far away from them. We're gonna show you some numbers now. Let me see what they got broken down right quick. So we got the purchase price, we got the down payment, base loan amount. Okay, boom, we got all that. We got the interest rate right there. Okay. You got your monthly payment, $760 a month. All right, that's $9,000 a year, what you'll be paying. Okay. Then we got 30 years. So it's got year by year from 2026 all the way to 2025. It's breaking down how much principal you'll pay, how much interest you'll pay. So in interest, it don't got the total amount. All you do is right here. If you take 30 years to pay it off, 360 payments is gonna cost you $273,808. And then of course 192,000 that's interest. Okay? That's interest. Now watch this. Now the payment $760 a month. That's if you just pay the minimum payment. Watch this. What if I pay $1,200 a month? So instead of paying a minimum payment of $780 a month, let's say you just pay $1,200. Okay. How does that affect the 30-year mortgage? Look at this. Instead of 30 years, it says the loan is going to be paid off in 7 years and 9 months. You see that? You would instead of paying a minimum payment of $780, if you just give them $1,200 a month as a truck driver, you'd have knocked off 20 years. You'd have knocked off 20 years. Well, you knocked off more 20. You knocked 22, 23 years off. You can't afford $1,200 a month to knock off 20 years of payments. You see how a 30-year mortgage instantly becomes a 12-year mortgage, well, a 7-year mortgage. I mean, come on, truck driver. You don't need. That's why you don't pay the minimum payment, man. You just the minimum payment. You just dumping money in interest. You say, Andrew, 1,200. That's man. I got that here. Hey, look. What if you? Some of y'all making $2,000. I'm just look. Some of y'all truck drivers out here talking about you making $2,000 a week on leasing. You don't pay no truck payment. I mean not truck payment. You don't gotta worry about no maintenance. You're talking about, warranty and all this. So let's say you paid, watch this. What if you just gave up one check? What if I paid $2,000 a month? Now how fast can we pay it off? We just give them 2,000 a month. We out here driving the truck. Throw them 2,000 a month. What is it gonna be paid off? Look at that. One, two, three, four. 4 years. 4 years. Last payment, there it is right there. November 1st, 2029. That's your last payment. That's your last payment. Bank statement loan. Once again, you already got the bank statement. I mean, anybody to drive a truck that don't get paid through Cash App and Zelle and all these other ridiculous apps, as long as you get paid through a bank, a real bank or a credit union, you already got the bank statements, fool. All you gotta do is go over there and print. That's all. Yeah, all you gotta do is go log in the bank app, print. It's already right there waiting for you. Yeah, so I'm just saying, this is how I want y'all to start using this AI, man. Use the AI, use Grok, use Chat GBT, writing the numbers. See how I ran these numbers, man? Here's the house. Dang, Andrew, man, I found a little house, $89,000, man. What, man? Hey, Andrew, I'd rather live in here to be homeless. I'd rather live in here to live in that truck. I'd rather live in here to be on a bus stop. Rather live in here to be dirty trucking on some, out there in a homeless shelter. Man, look here. And I'm not saying you got to pay $2,000 a month. I'm just saying, don't pay the minimum payment. That's what I'm telling you. The minimum payment is 30 years. 1,200 a month is 7 years. 2,000 a month is 4 years. Okay, so don't think as a truck driver just because you ain't filed no taxes and you ain't paid the RS and you owe everybody, that don't mean you can't get no house. You just can't go, the regular way, FHA and conventional. You ain't gonna be able to do FHA and conventional because you need tax returns. You ain't got no tax returns because you ain't filed no taxes. So, but that don't mean that you can't get no house. But let me ask, what is let me see, what all can y'all use? What type of loan can I use if I never filed taxes? Let me make sure. Trying to see what all types of loans y'all can qualify for. Okay, bank statement loan. It says zero tax returns required ever. Okay, so right off the top, y'all need no tax returns. Just 12 months bank statement. They gonna want 24 months. Okay, some lenders may say 12 months, but they gonna want 2 years of tax returns. I mean, not tax returns, 2 years of bank statements. And like I said, y'all already been in this truck, man. Y'all been in this truck for years. Y'all ain't been home. The money been coming in. You already got the paperwork. Now, as far as the credit score, at least a 620. Yeah, I can't help you with the credit. All I can tell you is pay some of the credit cards down. You probably ain't gotta pay much, but some of them go 580. You gotta have a bigger down payment. Now the 10%, I mean that's 10% on 90K, 9,000. You got that 10% down, and you got the bank statements. I mean, yeah, I don't see what the problem is, man. See what the problem is. Oh, that's in Detroit, Michigan. I feel you. Government taking their time getting the trucking industry in order. You done took an insurance course and you're not even using that. Oh, you talking about doing insurance adjuster. Um thing with the insurance adjuster. Give me one second. I'm trying to read all these comments. That's clean for the price point. Rentable. Okay, I think I got all the comments. Somebody asked for about the USDA loan. Yeah, the thing about the insurance, Justin, I had only got it to go and chase the big storms that do a lot of damage, like the hurricanes that hit Florida and stuff like that. But here in the last 2 years, man, it ain't been no major disasters. They hit that one storm in the Gulf of Mexico that was supposed to be hurricane level 5, was supposed to take out Florida, and it hit and it didn't take nothing out. So it ain't really been a lot of damage from storms and stuff. So that's not really a reliable skill because it involves you waiting for storms and stuff. So that ain't that you can't come on that ain't you'd be better off just doing Uber before you wait for a storm. Just look this year. They didn't get no storm. The closest storm we got was a storm just hit Jamaica, but I ain't got no license for Jamaica. But yeah, ain't nothing happened here in the United States. You wouldn't have no work this year. All right, let's get back to the houses. So we done broke that down. Okay, let's find another house. Like I said, these houses are all over, man. Ohio, Detroit, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee. Uh, somebody said South Carolina. I saw that too. Iowa, I know Iowa is another one. Kentucky too. Let's switch up states. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to where y'all want to go next. Where y'all want to go next? Let me think. We went to Cincinnati, Cleveland. Um, my buddy down there in Birmingham. Let me see Birmingham, Alabama. I ain't never looked in Birmingham. Let's see what's in Birmingham, Alabama. Is that a multifamily? Nope. It's only got two photos. This one right at 100K. Oh, okay, okay. Let's take a look now. 1,300 square feet, right at 100K. Is this new construction? I don't think this no rehab. Let me get the date on this right quick. Nah, this is a rehab built in 1930. It's supposed to be a total rehab. Dang. Okay, well, they rehabbed the whole place, so man, I need to know how to do these rehabs, man, because if I knew how to do some rehabs, man, I'd be buying houses 20 and 30. I just got off the phone talking to Lewis about that. I said, man, I could be out here buying these homes 20, $30,000 a pop. Me and Trucking with Tate, we talked about this. I think me and Tate talked about buying these houses. It was back in, I think he was still at Landstar. So that we probably had that conversation back in 2023. We was like, man, we should have bought all them rehab houses over in Memphis. I said, Tate, that's exactly what we should have did. Man, that's exactly what we should have did, man. And here we are in 2025, 2026, man. I like, man, I don't know what we were thinking, man. But somebody said something about 4 bedroom. Let me go back and read that comment. Any 4 bedroom, 2 baths. I'll check and see in just a second. But yeah, this is a flat one. And don't forget, just like a semi truck, y'all can negotiate on the price. Whoever your real estate agent is, you'll just tell them, hey, look, man, 100K, they asking for too much, man. But ask them if they'll take 90,000, 95,000. We won't just pay sticker price now. They need to come down $1,000 or something. Yeah, they rehab this whole place. They look like the original wall though. That still look nice though. Everything look nice about it. They already did all the work for you. I just call a home inspector in, have them inspected, everything check out. Let's go out here and knock this 100K payment out. 1,300 square feet. I'll just check out the area, make sure it's a safe area, drive by, all that good stuff. Let's see. See, like how this house right here is 45,000. This is probably something you have to rehab. Let me see. Yeah, see, this would be a good rehab. Well, I don't know if it'd be a good rehab, but it definitely gonna need some rehab. I ain't don't need much though. Yeah, you might get away with just painting the walls. I put down a new floor, make it look more new. I take all these damn doors off right here, all these old school doors, put some new school doors on there. If you want, you can put in some new drywall. $2,500, man. I put in some new drywall, man. Paint them stairs, them railings. Yeah, the way you're looking right there, it look like a haunted house. It look like a whole haunted house, man. Shoot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That look like it look like it could be a real good fix upper. 2,900 square feet. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. They got a lot of pages. And this is actually in the city too. Y'all can live outside the city too. Somebody said full bedroom. More likely that's gonna cost more money. Either it's gonna be a fix upper. Um, Let me zoom out on that full bedroom. All right, let's see what we see. Two baths, houses only. I see 75,000. What's going on right here? Five bedroom, three baths. Oh, this is auction. That's a starting auction, 75,000. Can't count that. Sounds seem kind of small, man. I don't know about that. Why it look like it's so low to the ground? I don't know about that. It's too low to the ground. That's an option right there, man. Dang, everybody losing their house down there in Birmingham. What's going on in Birmingham, man? Everybody house up for auction. The food stamps, I know they ain't hit. That don't mean you give up the house. Dang, Mr. Charlie lost his house. Dang, Mr. Charlie. Yes, Mr. Charlie was living good, man. They pulled the rug from Mr. Charlie. That's so sad. That's so sad. Mr. Charlie house up for auction. Dang, Mr. Charlie. Yeah, Josh piano too. Dang, Josh. They must couldn't afford the insurance, huh? Couldn't afford the insurance. They pulled the plug on Mr. Charlie. Man, they got a whole haunted house right there. Good God Almighty, we don't want that. Yeah, more likely them four bedrooms. It's auction too. All the four bedrooms, all auctions. Starting auction is 100K. You just have to increase your price. You have to go. We'll say up to 200K. Probably get some better options at that price. What is this? It's a foreclosure right here. See, 94,000 on the foreclosure. Hold on now, 45,000 square feet. Hey, a lot of people lose. That's another thing too. So many people about to be losing their houses right now, man, from foreclosures, and a lot of people losing their job right now. Some a truck driver, man. You get these people falling into foreclosures and auctions, and Mr. Charlie pulling the rug on people. And that's what we come in as a truck driver. We come in with them bank statement loans. Hey, hold on now, hold on now. 94,000. That's all. Shoot, hey, that's all. I buy it as is. Let's go. That look pretty good right here. It's a five bedroom, four bath. I don't like the fact that wood back here on that window though. They probably it's in foreclosure, so they probably had to board it up. Either that or the window broke. Yeah, I don't see much. If they got open windows like this, they ain't got no crime. Yeah, they got it. Wait, is that crime scene tape? Hold on now. No, no, somebody that got murked up in here. No, somebody that broke in, give up the money. They didn't give up the money. They got their head blown off. That's what it looked like. Somebody got their head blown off up in there. Uh huh. Yeah, that's why I said foreclosure. Yeah, they said we ain't moving back to that house. Is this Miss Charlie house too? No, it's the same house. Like the way that even look. Yeah, it's not gonna be too much for bedrooms. What it's looking like. Let me see this one. Yeah, it look like a one to need rehab. So you got one 159,000 with 4 bedroom, probably in the odd part of Alabama. That's what they've been rehab. 160,000. They definitely rehab the whole thing. Hey, I don't see nothing wrong with it. They got new appliances. Yeah. I think this worth 160,000. But what part of Alabama is this here? They even got new roof on here. 900. They were built in 1945. 900 and 1800. Wait, $918 a month. Let's see what it originally costed. Dang, man. Look at this. Last year this house sold for $24,000. Somebody bought this house a year ago for $24,000. They rehabbed the whole thing and now they sold it for 170. Well, 160. How much is it going for? Yeah, 160,000. They rehabbed the whole thing, so I mean, there's no that for 24,000. There's no telling what the house used to look like. It could have been burnt down, or could have just been an abandoned house. Could have been sitting for years. Who knows? You said that's right off the 20. Do they got cheap houses like this in Texas? Oh, let's go look and see. I don't know what part of Texas. I think Houston is a cheap area. I know Houston got some brand. It was some brand new homes I was looking at down there in Houston. Let me show you right quick the brand new homes. Uh, yeah, Houston got some new construction I was looking at. Let me. How do I select new construction? I think it was about 250. Yeah. It is right here. See, they got some new construction, 4 bedroom, 3 baths, 1,600 square feet. I was looking at these for 228 down there in Houston. I was like, hey, now I probably would go for something like this for 228. It's just not for the first house. For the first house, well, I don't know. Man, I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely worth 228. It's definitely worth 228. It's just trucking is so unstable, man. I would hate to start paying on this house and then lose it off trucking. Let's run the numbers through the mortgage calculator right quick. 228. I had to put 10% down on that. Come on, calculator. 22,000 down. Let's see what the monthly payment is on that. 1484 a month. Okay, what if you put 4% down FHA? It ain't gonna make too much of a difference. Well, if you get FHA on it, 1569. Uh, my brand new house in Memphis, I was paying 1,300 a month. So this right here ain't nothing but an extra $200. So I obviously I can afford it. See, I can afford the monthly payment, but that's on 30 years. The problem is, yeah, we can afford 1,500, but can we afford 1,500 for 30 years driving a truck? I don't think we got 30 years in trucking. So, first thing first, let's knock that down by a 15-year loan. Let's see what it will go up to. 2,000 a month. I'm making 15 years. Mhm. Can we afford 2,000 a month? Yeah, but the problem is you probably ain't gonna find a local job in Houston as a truck driver, so you're gonna be OTR. The question is, can you hold that steering wheel for 15 years? Oh man, more than likely you can't. So anyway it go, man, you go. Even if I was to get this house, I would have to be paying like at least 4,000 a month to try to knock this thing down as fast as possible. Because I can't see myself paying 2,100 a month for 15 years. I don't have 15 years of OTR experience. I'm not Josh. Now, Josh, he may have 15 years, driving a truck, of leasing, he may have 15 years. I can't do OTR for 15 years from now until what is it? What 2040? Man, please. I ain't got that kind of time, man. So do I want the house? Yeah. Now wait a minute now. If I was if I had somebody to go 50-50, like if I had a wife or if I had kids like that, I'd do it if I had like some kids, I wasn't the only person. Maybe it was me, my wife, we had a one anywhere between 1 to 3 kids. Oh, okay, yeah. Because if I had a wife, I had $2,000 and it's two people making income. That's a little bit different. But me solo, knowing I got to pay for that, driving a semi truck, man, look here, man. As much as good as the house look, it's down in Houston. A lot of partying in Houston. Uh, like I said, I've been looking at it, but every time I read them numbers, I'm like, man, I got to do that drive a truck. I don't know, man. Miss Char might pull the rug on me. I don't know, man. I might lose it all trying to drive a truck, man. Even at 15 years, man, with AI approaching the trucking industry, I don't know if we got 15 years to go. But the house do look nice, though. It do look nice. Yeah, I would have to do this. You would have to be an owner operator, motor carrier, and just be trying to stack and put as much money as you can towards this. I would say 10K. I'll try to do 10K a month, man. 10K a month. Let's say you can at today's current rate, if you grossing 7,500 OTR, pulling let's just say reefer drop in or flatbed, you grossing 7,500 at the fuel and 3% factoring. Uh, let's see, maybe like 4,500. So say you put 1,000 back for maintenance and 3,500 you put into this house. Okay, let's do if you paying 3,500. Let's run a scenario. Before we do that, what did Grok tell us? Well, did we already get the question answered? Real truck driver who closed October 28, 2025, never filed taxes. Man, what truck driver was this? He was an owner out pulling JB Hunt plus Amazon. His deposits was 7,400 a month on average. He didn't have no 1099s, no tax returns. Of course, they don't. He bought a house for $92,000 in Indiana. Shout out to whatever truck driver that was. He closed in 16 days with like Arc Lending. So whoever that is, shout out to y'all. So see. So if y'all work with the Russians, You're 1099 or you're leasing a truck. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you already got the bank statements. All you need is the down payment. Down payment and start talking to a lender. Y'all do know that the start talking to a lender is free, right? You just find a lender, whatever state you want to buy a home in. Let's say it's Tennessee. Find, hey, matter of fact, come on here, Grok. Go ahead, just ask Grok. Hey, Grok, hey, find me. Watch this. Find me. Nah. Give me a list of bank statement lenders in Tennessee. Okay, boom. There we go. See, you ain't even got. It's gonna do the research for you. Look at this. Griffin Funding. That's one. Number one choice for Tennessee truckers. Closed 200 plus Tennessee deals in 2025. Hold on, Grok, man. You making it too small. I can't see the side, fool. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it gave you a whole list. Let me go over. It says number one for Tennessee truckers. Closed 200 plus Tennessee deals this year. Uploaded statements online in 5 minutes. So what I would do, I get them folks a phone call. I tell them, hey, I got bank statements. I'm a truck driver. They'll tell you everything. They'll give you all the free information. Hey, you already see what you need. Credit if you got look 10% down. At least a 620 credit score, 12 to 24 months bank statements, which you already got that, then boom. I don't even understand what the problem is. As long as you ain't, I ain't that's on the $90,000 house. I didn't say call them talking about you trying to get this right here. That ain't what I ain't talking about that. That ain't what I told you to do. No, I didn't say do that because the interest rates is high. I do like that house though. Hey, and that's new construction too. I seen a bunch of new constructions down there in Houston that I've been looking at. You go another one right here. They all 1,500 a month. Brand new construction. I ain't gonna lie, man. Do I want it? Yeah, I want it, but man, I don't want that bill. But it's like at the end of the day, like I said, when I was living in Memphis, I was already paying 1,300 a month. So what is 1,500 a month? It is nothing. To be honest, YouTube pay for it anyway. Hey, YouTube be the one paying the bill anyway. But nah, man, I just have to get out there and truck harder. I'm not saying I can't go out there and do it. I just, I feel like a house like this should be my second house. I think for the first house, I need to get something cheaper, 100K or less, pay that off first. Even I don't get see the thing about the 100K house. I don't even necessarily have to pay it off all the way, because you got in order to rent it out. Well, on the loan I'm doing FHA or conventional, I got to stay in the house for 1 year. It's got to be your primary residence for 1 year before you can rent it out. So I figure in that 1 year, however much I put towards the principal, let's say I knock down 50% of it, and then I rent out the house. Cool. Then I go get a second house, and the second house, then I try to aim for something maybe something like this right here. You know what I mean? Why the 100K house I done not 50,000 off. It's only a $50,000 house. The freaking mortgage payment is let's see if I owe 50,000 or just say zero down. 30 years. Okay. This ain't the correct calculation, but I'm just trying to get an idea of the monthly payment. Okay, I owe like 400 a month. I done knocked down 50% of the principal. I got tenants in now. If the tenants don't pay, no problem. I it's 400 a month. See, man, it make all the sense in the world to me. And hey, at the end of the day, if everything failed, then hey, house going to foreclosure. And I still got my semi trucks. Yeah. I just start all over again. So it's just taking the risk, man. Just take the risk. I don't understand. I mean, why not take the risk? Why not take the risk? So sometimes I lose focus. What was I looking at? Like I said, that house looked nice. It's the right price range. This same house back in what was I renting the house between 2018 and 2020? This to me, this house is about $150,000 back then. Let me well, it's new construction, so it ain't gonna have that type of price listed now. Yeah, it's not gonna have that price listed, but they got a lot of them too, man. They got a lot of new construction down there in Houston, man. I may come. Houston, that's truck friendly, man. We get all kinds of rebuilds done down there on the 12/7. But anyway, somebody want to know about 100K less down there in Texas area. Let's look and see. Take off the new construction. Owner posted, agent listed. Oh, we don't want no foreclosure stuff. Boom, property type, houses. Okay, so here you go. See all these red dots? Got a lot of options for 100K or less. Wait a minute, I was looking at Texas only, not Streetport. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, here you go. You got a lot of options depending on which city or where at. It goes 79. That's Tetsar. That's Tetsar, Arkansas. I'm looking for Texas. Is somebody texting me or something? Oh no, I thought I was getting text messages. Okay. Dang, this phone about to overheat. Oh, in the world is my phone cooler? Hold on. No StreamYard like to cook the phone, right? I plug in the phone cooler. Set the whole phone on fire. Yeah. I be trying to educate the truck drivers, man, because I talked to a lot of truck drivers, man, especially 50 mile. He thought he could never qualify for a house. I said, man, what you mean? He said, yeah, man, I didn't know I qualified for a house, man, being 1099 and working for the rent. I said, man, look here. He down there in Birmingham, Alabama. I said, man, first of all, you make more than almost the whole city, if you ask me. You think all them people living down there in Birmingham, Alabama, they got houses? You think they make $100,000 a year, man? Have you lost your mind? Them people down there in Birmingham, Alabama, and everywhere else with these houses, man, these are regular 9 to 5 workers on food stamps, on food stamps, government assistance, and they living in 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom houses. That's what they living in, man. These fools don't make nowhere near a truck driver. These are 9 to 5 workers living check to check, probably making $600 a week or less, and they living in houses. They come on, man. So of course you can get a house. You can get a house and pay it off way faster than the average person. Yeah. But anyways, let's continue. Um, and the website I'm on too is Zillow. Oh, I didn't even think about Louisiana. I don't know if I get no house in Louisiana, man. You might end up flooding something. Man, you better not get no main residence down in Louisiana. It's probably cheap. Man, you whole house being flooded. Let me change my results to 3 bedroom. I kind of changed the way the house looked. Abilene, Texas. That's like the oil field area, ain't it? Uh, really like the way that looked. Be a long list, man. You have to go through this whole list. Cisco, Texas. 94,000. Then you got to paint the walls. You got to do some rehabbing. It's not in bad shape at all. Yeah, look like you just need to paint the walls, turn some lights on up in there, all them dark spaces. Yeah, you got a little small rehab project. Probably don't look like much. It's mostly look like it's gonna be paint. I'd say about 5,000, 10,000 at the most in rehab. Yeah, 10,000 if you're gonna take all these cabinets and stuff out. It's not too bad. 3,100 square feet is a lot though. But it's out there in Abilene. Who the hell living in Abilene? Nobody. Yeah, you got to rehab the bathroom. That's gonna cost a little bit more. Pool on the back. Tear that down right there. I guess Abilene would be cool for a truck driver living out there in the oil field. You between Dallas and Odessa, Texas. You got so many options, man. So many pages. What's 42,000? Yeah, that's a whole rehab, man. All these dark rooms, man. Did they do that themselves, or what's up with this? Is this a okay? It's a brick house, so it's worth looking at. 1,600 square feet. I put in new drywall, new floors. Got water damage up here at the top of the ceiling. Yeah, I do drywalls and floors, new cabinets, new doors. I don't know why the door boarded up like that. This wasn't no serial killer. What's up with this door right here to the left? Uh, yeah, I got some questions now. We can rehab it, but this wasn't no Texas Chainsaw Massacre going on up in here, was it? The outside of the house looked good. They got it boarded up. They got private property sign. Maybe it's been up for sale for a minute. The outside looking in good shape. Yeah, they probably got it boarded up. $42,000. Yeah, so you gotta do a little bit of rehab, huh? Built in 1940. Let's see. Somebody paid $70,000 and sold it at a loss. 7 months later, sold it for shoot, went all the way down to 42,000. Ooh, I wouldn't buy it if somebody bought it, looked at it, said we don't want to do the rehab, and they just sold it for a loss. Marshall, Texas. Where's Marshall? Marshall, Texas. That sound like the oil field. Is that by Streetport? Oh, that's Streetport area. Marshall, Texas. That's right there. That's in the oil field. Yeah, that's what I thought. There it is right there. Oh, you right there by Streetport. Well, you in the oil field. Uh, that's a little bit different. If you in the oil field, if because it's that close to the oil field, that I probably would buy it because I can keep my eye on the rehab. I probably would buy it. I got first. I got to know the history of the house. I got to make sure it wasn't that crazy going on up in there. Ask the neighbors because the outside house look good. The inside, I don't know what they got going on, but uh, I work right there in Streetport, pulling frac sand, and I be on the weekend I'm over at the house working on it. Shoot. But let's see what all they got right there in Streetport while we're right there. That's the oil field. What's going on right there in the oil field? And I like Streetport. Streetport was a good area for me. I like out of the whole oil field. I think Streetport was my favorite spot to go between Texas, North Dakota, West Virginia, Ohio. I think I like Streetport the most. Let's see what they got. Just basic homes down there in Streetport. You don't need nothing fancy. Basic home. A lot of cheap homes. 85,000. What we working with? Okay, somebody live here. Small house though. Already like the square footage for 85,000. Not too damaged. Got some property up in there. Yeah, don't need too much work. Uh, it's small. It's small. 1,000 square feet. I try to get that price down. 65, 70,000. I try to get that price down because that's square footage. Was 49,000. Got a new roof on there. This look like granddad house. Yeah, it look like granddad was living here. You got to rehab the whole thing. Yeah, probably older couple living there. All right, let's move over to Memphis. Let's see what's going on in Memphis, Tennessee. Gotta take these boundaries. We gotta look between Memphis and Mississippi. Property type houses. Okay, let's see. Did it change? Okay, we in Memphis. What's 85K Duvant Ave? Why it seem like I know where this is at? Brick house, roof look kind of decent. Duvant Ave seems familiar. Did I leave about that somewhere? Duvant Ave. Oh, I think my ex-mom live on this street. Duvant Ave. Let me look on the map and see what the hell it said. Yeah, I think that's exactly what they use right there. Is that by JJ's? Not JJ's. What's that fish place? Mallory. I think it's a fish place right here on Mallory somewhere. Yeah, I'm almost sure she live in this area. It's been a minute since I went to Memphis. It was 43,000. Fits upper. We can put a new roof on there. Hey, I lived in a $25,000 house in Memphis, so 43,000. That's an upgrade. Just how these folks living up in here. I was living in a house that was $25,000. But I didn't know it was 25,000 at the time. And just like how they living in here, hey man, they doing it. I did it, cause see, ain't nothing wrong with the actual inside of the house. See how look? This how the inside of my house look like. I ain't had these black doors though. I don't know who did a bad spray paint job on that crap. But yeah, the inside of the house looked something like this. Floors was good. The bedrooms was good. Walls and ceilings, everything was good on the inside. It's just the house. The outside of the house looked like this. Hey, I'll buy this. I ain't gonna lie. I probably buy this 43,000. Yeah, I'll buy this, pay it off, and then rehab it later. Hey, it's a good deal right here, man. Mallory, what the hell is Mallory? I don't think I know what Mallory is. Let me look on the map. Wait a minute, hold on. Get the price. Built in 1928. $43,000 in 2021. So it's still holding value. Oh yeah. Okay, it's over there. So right there over there by Dubai. Yeah, that ain't no bad deal, man. 40,000, I buy that. I ain't gonna lie. I buy that and fix it up later. Man, shoot. Give me that price again. Where we at? All right, let me run it through the calculator. Bring that house back up. $43,000. Put that crap through a mortgage calculator. $43,000. Hey, at that point, I just put 20% down. That's 8,600 down. All right. Run that crap through a mortgage calculator. Let's see what we come out with. $300 a month. Killing the game. Killing the game. I'm gonna show you my old house. This is why I would buy a house like this because I'm gonna show you how where I live. I was over on what's my address? Was it 1312 College Street? 1322 College Street. There you go, right there. Look at this right here. This is the house I was living in when I first got to Memphis. I used to do my live feed right here on the porch. I used to sit right there and do my live feed. Can we get a better view of that? The house didn't look like this though. The new people, the people that came and bought it, they painted all the bricks and they put a new roof on, new windows, a new side, and they all this stuff is new. It did not look like this on the outside. But yeah, man, I was living in this house right here. Yeah, I remember I shot the video upstairs. I shot the video upstairs. Let me go on my YouTube channel and see if I can find those videos right quick. I'll show y'all if I can find. I'm trying to think where I'm gonna search on YouTube. Let me think. What the world can I type in? What, Memphis? Let me see if I type in Memphis. Andrew Square Life in South Memphis. I think that's it. See, I don't even know what the name of the video would be called. Moving to Memphis. That's in 2018. But I was in all types of stuff back in the day. What in the world is this? Why it look like I think I got an idea where it is. I was in all types of nonsense back in Memphis. Ain't no audio? I think it's on mute. All these videos are private now, so y'all can't see them. That's before I moved in the house in Memphis, though. We used to stay in hotel rooms before I moved, before we got the house. All right, let me go back. I'm trying to think of what the video would be called. Maybe it's moving to Memphis. It definitely ain't it right there. It look like I'm still in the house. This is 29 minutes. Let me see if this is it. I think this is me hanging out with Paco. That's me in the projects in Memphis. That ain't it. Yes, me and Paco. Nah. Let me see if I can type something else in right quick. I'll just type in your house. See if that pop up. Okay, I see the new house. Uh, I see the new house, but I don't think it's got the old house in there. Yeah, see, this is 2018. I had already moved into the new house. It's the house before this house. I'm trying to see, is it in this video? I don't think it is. Nah, that's not that moved to the new house. But anyways, man, like I said, this was the house. Um, built in 1922. I think the lady sold it for 17,000. She had told me 20,000, but she sold it for 17. Go look and see. In 2018, 2019, she sold it for $17,000. Why I didn't buy the house? Because I had just bought the flat top. I bought the flat top like what 5 months before this. Yeah, well, let me rephrase that. Right here, 11/21/2018. She had it listed for 25,000. I bought the flat top. I want to say September, either September or August of 2018. I bought the flat top, and I didn't know. She didn't tell me the house was up for sale until November. So what we ended up doing, instead of me taking my butt down into the bank and getting a loan, because I at the time I was too young, man. I didn't know anything about getting a loan. I never had a loan. I ain't had no credit card. I ain't had nothing back in the day, man. So, instead of me going to get a loan, I just went and I said, well, they sold the house. Let me go and ask Mr. Charlie if I can go rent his house and here like a fool. This is what I ended up doing right here, man. This is me being a fool. Yeah, I'm over here. Instead of trying to figure out how to buy the house for the freaking 25,000 dollars, I'm over here doing this right here. Let me put some audio on this crap. Put
Now,
the audio.
in our backyard. Now, got to emphasize the air part, not the door. So, like I said, man, I had to move and find a new place, and this is the new place. So, giving y'all a tour of the house I found in pretty much less than 6 days. I'm assuming it's locked. This is the house I found in less than 6 days. I'm gonna have to give me a refrigerator, a stove, stove, microwave, coffee pot. We just want to make sure all the drawers actually open. I don't want no drawers that don't open. My last house was like that. I don't want no fake doors. Everything must open. All right. At least it comes with a dishwasher.
Anyways, man, like I said, I made the mistake of going to rent a brand new house, man. So yeah, man, that's how I ended up not owning my first house. I could have owned this house at, man, how old was I back in 2018? Dang, where the house go? Oh, back in 2018, was it 5, 6, 7 years ago? Man, I'm probably 26, I believe. Yeah, this should have been my first house, man. Yep, I would have owned that house, and then I would have just been buying houses from there. Cause shoot, but it ain't never too late though. It's just learning experience, I feel like if I know what I know now, I would have went straight over to Navy Federal. Hey, we already living in this house, man. Shoot, we want to buy it. Give me the loan, baby. They would have gave me the loan, and hey, look at the loan, $300 a month. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's all. That's all. That's over 30 years. That's on 30 years. I mean, what's 10 years? What's 10 years? Obviously, as a truck driver, look on 10 years, 10-year loan, 481 a month, man. And if you pay $1,000, man, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, my bad. The house price wasn't even 43. My bad. 25,000. My bad. I ain't even got the right price in there. See what I'm talking about? It's cheaper than that. Yeah, 300 a month on 10 years. Oh man, I don't know what we were thinking, man. That's what happened when you don't got the education, man. You just don't know. I didn't know at the time. I ain't have a clue, man. Just like how people don't know right now. As a truck driver, they got ways to get a house. You ain't gotta, be out here filing all these taxes. You ain't gotta hang out with Mr. Charlie. Nothing wrong with hanging out with Mr. Charlie. It's just like I said, man. Me personally, I ain't got nothing hanging with Mr. Charlie. I had to get my car as an owner operator. I had to get all my trucks as an owner operator. I had to get my trailer, my authority as an owner operator. And then I gotta get the next my first house as an owner operator. I gotta do everything as an owner operator. Now, the day I get to be a W-2 worker and I can say, hey, as a W-2 worker, I was able to get this, that, and the third, then I'll let y'all know. Unfortunately, that day just ain't came. I don't know if it's gonna ever gonna come. But yeah, I think it'll be a good friendly competition, man. Me and Josh. You know, we go a house 65,000. I don't like that 2 bedroom, 1 bath. I really don't like a house that ain't brick. That $43,000, I would have took that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, let's continue, man. I seen some other houses, but they already sold. There was some houses in some good locations, but they are sold. What the hell going on here? Somebody broke in. Oh, that's the basement. Oh, is that the attic? Is that the attic or the basement? It looks like the attic. Yeah, that's gotta be the attic. Who the hell living in the attic? Oh, they probably just threw that. I don't know what the hell they got going on. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad, to be honest. They were poor. That's what it was. Yeah, no, they was poor living. That's what happened up in here. Yeah, they were poor living. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, this looks like somebody that was on food stamps, Section 8, and then they got kicked out. Yeah, they was sleeping on the floor. They were just poor. That's all. Yeah, I come in there clean all that up, man. Fix anything need to be fixed. They were just poor, man. That's all. Yeah, long as the structure in good condition, which it look like it is. Hey, how the hell I scroll down? Well, anyways, somebody said who wants to live in Memphis? I think they population. Let's see. It's a good question. How many people currently live in Memphis? So let's see. That's what we got Grok for. Let's see how many people want to live in Memphis. 606,000 people. So That's how many people want to live in Memphis. That's a good question, man. 630,000 people. Good question, though. Good question. Let's continue. Let's go and move out towards Atlanta, Georgia. We'll do Atlanta, Georgia. Oh man, y'all look like y'all come up on some money over there in Atlanta. All right, we got to raise that limit to 200,000. And now we working with something. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Got y'all covered. Atlanta, Georgia, man, what's going on out there? Man, we might look at the outskirts of Atlanta too. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you got to look at the outskirts of Atlanta. What's 99,000 right here? A dark house? Why it look so dark? What's going on with the lights? Somebody broke. What the hell is that? Oh, no, this thing caught on fire. Yeah, that ain't no good. 159,000. Let's take a look. A small garage. I'm not really feeling it. Is this new construction or something? Why is the ceiling open like that? Oh, they ran out of money. Did they run out of money? Look like they. Mm, Look like somebody broke in to try to steal some. Look like somebody tried to strip it, probably for copper. Yeah, somebody stripped his house. Yeah, I don't know what they got going on in Georgia, man. What is this black stuff on the ground? What the hell is that? Why is the plates pulled up? What y'all got going on down there in Georgia? Why everybody stripping the houses? Hey, somebody stripped that too. What is that? Oh yeah, y'all got a little problem down there in Georgia. Nah, we gonna go ahead and leave Georgia. It was good looking Georgia. Nah, we gonna go exit on up out of that area. See y'all stripping the walls and nah. Man, what else little area we got to look in? Yeah, we're looking Mississippi. Let's look at Jackson. That's over there by John's house. We're look over by John's house, Jackson, Mississippi. Where we at? I ain't never looked at Jackson. See what we got going on by John's house. 77,000. Like that. I don't know about that, man. Is this a house? Man, dang, this looks like, I mean, the inside look alright, but man, the outside, whoa, man, what's up with the outside of the house? Me, I prefer brick. It's definitely livable. It's clean on the inside, but it's small, but it's clean. But the outside, man, I mean, it is 77,000, but is this brick or is this siding? This is siding. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. I don't like the way it look. Ain't a bad price though. 80,000. Take a look in the trees. You can always get the trees cut around the house. You don't need to get the guy with man. You gonna have to get them trees got to come down, man. Ain't nowhere in the world. And one of them trees gonna come slamming through the roof one day. Let's take a look on the inside though. I don't like the color scheme, but you can always get new cabinets, new drywall, paint the walls. Definitely grandma got this brown color going on. It's just an older house, that's all. Got the space though. Got the windows, got the space. The outside is brick. It's nice. I just don't like the color of the inside, but we can change the color. Yeah, we can tear out these walls and put some of this white drywall like this right here. That's what we gonna have to do. Yeah, yeah. You see that right there? White drywall, make it look more modern. All that brown and chocolate, all that's got to come out. Restroom look decent. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the 80. Probably put another 10 to 15 into it. Got a lot of space, man. Good God, man. 2,600 square feet. What's going on right here? What is that? You gotta get this checked out, man. That's like foundation issues. Is it upstairs or is that the basement? You gotta get a contractor coming in and look at that. Depending on where that's at. But still not a bad deal though. It probably just water damage. Blew out the wall or something. 180,000. Okay, okay, let's take a look. Look like a more modern house for 180, 2,600 square feet. Okay, more modern. They ain't got that brown kind of look going. Same size house, just more modern. 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 180. Hey, I think I will go with this. Not versus that Houston house though, but you know, I'll probably buy this just the way it is. So we'll run a scenario on this house right here for 180. Yeah, yeah, it looked nice. It looked nice. I try to negotiate it down to 150, but they ain't gonna do it. What's up with this what the hell is going on right here? What's up with the step up and what's going on right here? What's up with the step up? Oh, I ain't never seen that. What is this? Or is this maybe this is like a den room or something? Is this a den or something? Yeah, it looks like well, leave the outside. Maybe it's a den room or something. Wait, that step is. The rest of the house is fine though. You got plenty of space now. You got plenty of space. It look nice. It look nice, man. I still take it. Okay, sleepy man. Let's run a scenario. 180, 180, 180,000. Let's do FHA. 7,200 down, 30 years. Updates. Rough estimate. About 1,300 a month. Let's go over to Grok. What if the house costs 180,000? Man cave room with smokers exit. Carolinas are the only southern state worth moving to. Visited Nashville and loved it also. Yeah, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee right now, but this Nashville is unaffordable. I can't afford to live here. It's unaffordable and it's getting kind of ridiculous. They finna bring TikTok here. They got the new Titan Stadium. Elon Musk got some tunnel he building here. And Google was coming to Memphis. That's 3 hours away. This place getting unaffordable. Okay, 180. With the bank statement loan, you got to put the 10% down. It's 18,000. See, it's for a lot of truck drivers getting $18,000 as a lease driver, bro. It's only like 1% of lease drivers that can come up with that kind of money leasing. Because I don't know of any lease driver except maybe three that I ever seen go lease a truck, save up some money, go get a cash truck. A lot of these guys, I don't think they whole career they ever saved up $18,000 at once. I just don't see it happening, man. Not that they don't make the money, man. All of us make the money. It's just some of them just got bad habits, man. But can they get the money? Yeah, they get the money. Can Josh get the money? Yeah, Josh can get the money. But can he save the money? Yeah, he can make the money, but can he save the money? Okay, I'm just using Josh for example. But anyways, man, 1,540 a month after homeowners insurance, property tax, all that good stuff. 30-year mortgage. If you pay, oh wait a minute, hold on. How much deposit do you need to qualify? This is the problem truck drivers gonna have. Yeah, I gotta be making 9,800 a month. That's more than $2,000. So that'll probably be hard. Yeah, that'll probably be hard on the bank statement alone, at least. Says Griffin Funding just closing a Memphis driver with 9,900 Amazon relay deposit. I don't know about that Amazon relay. Come on, Chat GBT. Come on, this Grok. Uh, I don't know about that. If you pay 2,500 a month, the loan is paid off in 6 years, and you'll save. Look at this, interest saved. If you just pay instead of paying 1,500 a month, you pay 2,500 a month. You gonna save 230. You basically gonna save yourself a whole house, a whole brand new house in Houston. Like, can you pay 2,500 a month for 6 years as a truck driver? Yeah, I think we'll have 6 years, but 15 and all that, I don't know about that. But 6 years, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Most definitely, you can do it if you find a local job because that's the biggest problem. See, my thing is, can you do 6 years OTR? Because getting a local job that ain't guaranteed. But this is Jackson, Mississippi, too. You think you will? See what I'm talking about? Jackson, Mississippi, local job, man. You gonna have to get LTL or something around Jackson. If you can get an LTL job or fuel hauling, which it ain't that much opportunity down there, majority of truck drivers, like John said, you're gonna be OTR. So Red Top said cheap ain't always better. You want an area like Nashville where the equality or equity just shot up fast, just like where my house is at. I want a hot market. Yep, definitely want a hot market. The equity shooting up fast on this house we in right now. Just because we 10 minutes from the Oracle headquarters, and Oracle, I believe they bought TikTok. Let me ask Rock. Let's see, is Oracle coming to Nashville, Tennessee, and Did they buy TikTok? Let's see what's going on. Okay, it says Oracle is officially moving its world headquarters to Nashville. Um, I don't see a date. Okay, look like by 2031. The Oracle by TikTok. Oracle did not buy TikTok outright, but Oracle is the lead tech partner in the U.S. investor group taking majority control of TikTok's American operation. Okay, so they taking control of a majority of TikTok operation, and the headquarters is coming here in 2031. Nashville just landed the biggest corporate HQ move of the decade, and Oracle is saving TikTok for America. That's what I thought. Or I think, well, that's right. They couldn't have bought TikTok. They got the American part of TikTok, but the actual whoever owned TikTok, I still think they got a percentage of TikTok too. So they got TikTok US. Okay, that makes sense. But basically, the TikTok headquarters is coming here to Nashville, so this place became unaffordable. You know, at this point, from what I see driving around here, they only building $1 million houses. That's all they got there in Nashville. Let me look and see. I'll show y'all what they building over here by my house. Where we at? For church should be right in here. Let's see. Church right, church delay. Yeah, it should be right here. Yeah, okay. Let's see. You gotta do any price around here. Yeah, this is the crap they got going on all over my house. Look at this. $430,000. How does this make sense? $430,000. You know he done lost his mind. Look at that right there. That's got to be fake. Oh, it's clean. It's clean, but it ain't $430,000 clean, man. Ain't nowhere in the world. 1,200 square feet. That's the type of nonsense we got going on here now. $1.1 million. Man, I think that whole street right here is like $1 million. Yeah, this whole entire area. It's like they only build $1 million homes around here. It's like, bro, who in the world can afford this? But it's because we so close to downtown though, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. All this right here used to be nothing but like like the crack section of town. Like bro, it was just go over there. It just ran down, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Charles showed up one day and knocked down all the crack houses. And this thing you know, he got this $1 million everything. Just $1 million over here. This is insane. I don't know. I don't get it. All the houses connected to each other. But when you got TikTok coming and Oracle coming, I guess that's who's gonna be. I guess that's who's gonna be buying these houses. Shoot, I don't know. I just know I can't afford it. I don't know, man. They made this whole entire area unaffordable. Not even the new construction they got going on right here. They started at set like this whole area right here was $100,000 only. Like, let me see if I can zoom in for the people that didn't sell out already. Am I on the right street? Yeah, this is the right street. Okay, check this out. The houses right here was only $100,000. They came and they bought majority of the houses out. Not the people not knowing they finna build these $1 million homes. Let me see if I can see sold. Well, at least they used to be $100,000 houses. It look like they can sell them for some money, but all this stuff was like 50 to 100 grand. Like this house right here, say 40,000. Okay, all these houses over here look the same as this right here. Just a simple $40,000 house. They didn't remodel this, so it ain't 40,000 no more. But it probably didn't look like this either. But it looked like that on the outside though. They didn't remodel it though. They updated the pictures. They probably gonna resell it. But just a basic home, man. Just a basic home. Mr. Charlie came through. Oh, he had a date on there. What date was that? That was 11 months ago. They bought this house for $40,000 11 months ago. The house next to it that they didn't tow down and rebuilt, it's $160,000 just sold for. This is what they put into place. You sold your home for 40. This is what they put into place right here. Come on now, that's what they got for you. Now, who got the money for this? Oh, it look nice, but who? What type of job? You ain't getting this driving no truck. You ain't getting this going no union, no IBW, none of that. Shoot, man, I don't know what you gonna do this, sell some drugs or something. You gotta play a guitar, you better get to singing or something, tap dancing, learn some AI skills, cause yeah, I don't know, I don't get it. House beside that, 540,000, and 500, 500. The house behind there, 600,000. Like it's like they came and bought everybody house. The people that ain't sold yet. Look, this house 190,000. He ain't sold yet. See that? He ain't sold his house yet. Look, a little ran down house. He ain't sold yet. It's only 640 square feet. But the house that's sold beside him, look at this. Look, right beside the guy. $1 million. Hey, where'd it go? It ain't got no pictures. Well, he had a picture. Well, that's the picture right there, but it won't pop up. But yeah, man, $1 million. You see y'all back here, they running construction. I don't think they sold any of these houses yet. They still building them. 600 plus. Hit the corner over here. They just sold these. All these are sold. 600,000. Whole neighborhood, man. I don't know, man. 600 grand. They still building this right now. They ain't got no pictures. That's what the house used to look like. They bought this house out, knocked it down. Now they got a $600,000 house going up. So that's what's going on in Nashville. This was 700,000. That don't look like 700,000, but that's how much. That's what they got going on. So I can't afford it, and man, shoot, I don't know, man. Oh, y'all can't see it. Oh, well, bad. My bad, y'all. I'll show y'all right quick. But yeah, these are the houses right here. This is 700,000. That's what they got going on. And they look nice. They just don't look like 700,000 nice. Well, let me show you the neighborhoods again. Let me run back through it. So this is what the neighborhood used to look like. This house right here, 99,000. I don't know why come when I click it, it don't show the photo, but let's see if I can click the one beside it. Okay, this house right here used to be 99,000 to about 150. It say 400,000 now because they didn't put the $1 million houses up, so everybody house in that area all of a sudden with the 400,000. But this is just $100,000 house, is what you're looking at. But what I'm saying is, Mr. Charlie came through here. He started buying up. He started offering people, "Hey, you want to sell your house? 50,000, 60,000." He started buying up these houses. See all these houses, and he came through. Once he buy your house, he gonna knock it down. And that's what he got waiting for y'all right here. He started right here on this street first. 600K. Here you go. Boom. There you go right there. Yeah, that's what he putting up. He got these things going up on every block around here. Man, I'm talking about almost every corner around my house right now. That's all you see. You like, bro, who in the world can afford that? Oh, it looked nice. It looked nice, but what's the mortgage payment on that right there? Oh, oh, and don't get me wrong now. They already occupied. No, no, some people buy them. People they already these are sold houses. So people that came through here just as fast as they went up, they were sold. They were sold. They already been sold. It's too late. And you like, bro, who are these people buying the houses and where do they work? That'd be the next question. I'd be like, bro, where do these people work at? Like I said, I show you the other. You go down the street. Now, all this right here. This matter of fact, if you ever been in Nashville, Tennessee, this is CRST right here. This is the CRS hotel, the crack hotel. They send out the students to. Let me see if I can get a satellite view so I can show y'all a little crack motel they send out students to. Yeah, if y'all ever been to CRST, it's the gas station right here. Here go y'all hotel right here. Y'all be walking on this sidewalk right here to the gas station. This the crack hotel right here. This where they send out the CRST Nashville recruits to. They see y'all right here. And this whole area used to be all this used to be crack prostitution. That's all this was. And Mr. Charlie came through. He said, look, he said, not no more. They look, see that? Look, he did knock down everybody a little $20,000, 90,000. He knocked your $90,000 house down. You see that? You see how it's not down? He coming through now. He's just making his way. Look at this. Your house used to be 90,000 right here. See this house right here? $1 million. You see that right there? That's what he coming through with. $1 million on you. You like, bro, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. 695,000. Uh 660,000. Like, wait a minute, Mr. Charlie, wait, I think I need my house back. Oh, 535,000. You're like, dang, Mr. Charlie, man, I think I'm gonna have to move out the neighborhood. All right. So here you go. You go move out the neighborhood. You go come on down the street a little bit. He got you covered. Right here. He got you covered. Everywhere you look is unaffordable. Yeah, all this yellow, this is what's already sold. You come to this neighborhood right here that he done took over. Look at all this right here, bro. Look, $600,000+. Even this little house right here that used to only be $90,000. This house used to be like 90,000, 75,000. They able to sell their house $400,000, and some fool gonna buy it. And say somebody closed on it, some fool gonna buy it. But man, some people ain't all the way sold out. But they call it gentrification though. Yeah, they call it gentrification. I call it Mr. Troy taking over. You know, you see, they got a lot of houses they still got to buy. As y'all can see, all these people that's got these $200,000 houses like this right here. This is what the neighborhood used to look like. You see, why come when I click it, the photo disappear? I don't get it. But yeah, I can see in the photo right there. That's what the houses used to look like over here. They buying the houses up, and as you can see right here in front of it, uh, $1.2 million. So now when you come out your house and you look down the street, this is what you see down the street. Like, man, dang, what they doing down the street down there? Oh, they building $1 million houses. That's what they doing down the street. Your same street, just 5 houses down, $1 million. So I done seen all types of exotic cars over there. I done seen Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and I mean, I just don't get it, man. I done seen all types of exotic limos and it's blacked out SUVs going over there, and they starting to take over, man. They starting to take over, man. Can you imagine, man? You used to live in an area, like I said, the houses. Look at this. The houses was $200,000. Can I zoom in some more? Look at this. This your house right here. This you right here. That's your house right there. Mr. Charlie that bought your neighbor house to the left. You see that? He done bought your neighbor house out and put $1 million house next to you. Now you come outside your house. You come outside your little house, and next door they got a Ferrari parked in the driveway. They got a whole Ferrari parked in the driveway. You like, man, you just know what's gonna happen to you. You might as well start packing your bags because you already know Miss Charlie finna get you on up out of there, man. He finna get you on up out of there. And if you hey look, the house next to it, look, $800,000. $800,000. Oh, the house behind it, $1 million. Look at that. The house behind you is $1 billion. Look at that. Like, bro, I don't even know what I could do for a living to afford no $1 million house, man. I had to get back to pimping again, man. Shoot. Yeah, I can't afford. Look at this right here. Is that Mr. Charlie backyard? That ain't it, Mr. Charlie. That backyard too small. I don't know about that. But the rest of the house is good. Yep. That's your backyard right there. Your neighbor done sold out, so now you should know. Like, dang, you come out your driveway, go down the road, the whole entire street $1 million. The street behind that $1 million. Look at this. You come down the road, 1.5 million. Keep in mind, these was all $100,000 houses. They done came through, knocked them all down. $1 million homes. So I don't know, man. It ain't looking too good, y'all. It ain't looking too. They done turned the whole entire area into $1 million homes. Look, you go across the street over here, whole different neighborhood. They coming through, man. They coming. They done turned the whole entire area $1 million. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. They taking over, man. Look at this. The whole entire area. You talking about houses that wasn't that but $20,000. They just coming through, buying your house, knocking your house over, I don't know, man. This whole entire era right here is $1 million. It's all of this, man. It's all unaffordable, man. So that's why I got to try go and get me a little $100,000 house. Cause I can't afford Mr. Charlie $1 million house, nor can I afford the $4,000 rent they charging over here in Nashville. All of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden they think you got $400,000. I mean, my bad, 400,000 of money in rent now. Yeah, nah, Mr. Charlie, you ain't getting me like that. They want everything you earn now, and they done cut the food stamps off, man. Yeah, man, I figured on up over here, man. For all y'all catching on the replay, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Just give y'all something to think about. And yeah, man, I got a lot of thinking to do, man. I'll catch y'all later.